In this video, we are going to see how to create a flipbook from Gmail attachment. So let's say that you're using Gmail to send mails, and every time you get a mail with some file attachments like PDF files, so you want those files to be changed into a flipbook with the help of Heyzine, which is an online flipbook creator. And then you want that the link of this flipbook should be shared on your Google Sheets, right? And should be added as a new row. Now, how can you do that? For this, you will have to integrate these three applications, and the same can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Gmail and your action applications would be Heyzine and Google Sheets. Now, how can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen.
To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect. And as we do that, we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you already have an account with us, simply sign in. And if you are a new user, then click on this tab, sign up for free. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now, since I'm already a user here, I'm going to click on sign in. And here we have reached the all apps page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to create a flipbook from an email attachment. So let's say that through an email I have received a PDF file. I want to convert that into a flipbook with the help of Heyzine application, and then I wish to store that link on my Google Sheet. So I'm going to name it as Gmail Heyzine Google Sheets integration, and let's click on create over here. Now here another window has appeared which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically action here is the response of our trigger. So here the first application that I'm going to use is a feature by Pabbly which is email parser. Let's click on this. Now what is email parser? Email parser basically is a feature that will allow us to extract data from the incoming emails sent to the mentioned email address. So this is the address. So all the emails would be forwarded to this particular email address, and then we would be able to extract the data from there. Now I'm going to copy this, and now I'm going to take you to my email account. What we have to do here is we have to go to settings, and then we'll go to see all settings. Once we are here, we are going to go to forwarding and POP IMAP. Now here, we are going to click on add a forwarding address. And now here, I'm going to paste the address that I've just copied. Let's click on next. As we do that here, let's click on proceed. And now here it is saying that a confirmation code has been sent to this particular email to verify permission. So going back to Pabbly Connect, here you can see if I take you down, so this is the code that has been shared with us. So it can be received under this body text field. Now this is the confirmation code. So I'm going to copy this, go back to my account and paste it over here, and then click on verify. So here it can be seen that this has been verified. Now I'm going to change it from disable forwarding to forward a copy of email mail to this particular address. Go down and click on save changes. As soon as I do that, here we can see it is written you are forwarding your email to this particular account, and this notice will end in 7 days. So basically, yes, we have successfully forwarded the emails. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to click on recapture email parser response. Let's click on yes. And here it is saying that you have to send an email to the email address mentioned above so that we can capture all the details from the email content automatically. Also, before I move ahead, I'm going to toggle this towards the left hand side. Why? Because I do not want the simple response. In fact, here I'm looking for advanced response. So now I'm going to take you to my email account, and here we are going to compose an email to this particular address, and the subject here is Flipbook data. And now I'm going to attach a few files over here. So let's click on this attachment icon. And then here, let's say it is astrology. And I also wish to have hospital brochure. Let's click on open. And here in the subject, I'm going to write, "Dear concerned, please find the required files. Regards." Now I'm going to send it. As I do that, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and yes, here we have received the response. So if I show you, these are the attachment links. So we had shared 2 PDF files, and these are the 2 links that we have received. So basically we have chosen this advanced response. Why? Because we wanted the response in array format so that later we can segregate the same. Now my next objective is, first I need to check. So every time I receive a response, I need to check if there is a file, and then if there is a file, is the file in a PDF format. For this I'm going to apply another action step, and this time I'm going to use filter. So let's click on this, and here we have to choose the condition. So here I'm going to select the attachment link, yes, and here I have to first understand if it exists, basically if there is an attachment, and then I'm going to add another condition, and here again I'm going to go for the attachment link, and then I'm going to make this if it contains .pdf file, right? So now I'm going to click on save and send test request to understand if the condition is true. And yes, the condition is true here. Why? Because yes, we have got 2 links and the links are in the PDF formats. Now what I'm going to do is, here I have received my response in array format. So if I want to map this data, I want individual data. For this I'm going to use another feature by Pabbly, which is an iterator. So let's look for an iterator, and here we have to choose the array. These are the attachment links. So this is the array that we are going to choose. Let's click on this and click on save and send test request. And here you can see that we have received the individual response. So this is the first link that we have received, the PDF file. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose another action application, which basically is Heyzine, which is going to help me in converting this PDF file to a flipbook. So the action event here would be to create a flipbook. Let's click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Heyzine account. I have already logged into my Heyzine account. I'm going to click on add new connection, and here we need the API key. Let's click on this hyperlink to receive the same. And yes, this is the API key. Let's copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here and click on save. So once done, now we have to map the data. Mapping basically means that this information like the URL title, we have already received this information in our previous step. We are just going to retrieve it over here. And why do we map? Why? Because in this particular, in this workflow, if I'm going to map it manually, then every time the same values would be there. But yes, with every new email, I would receive different files. So I wish to have the data of those files there. That is why mapping is extremely important. Now, how do we map? I'm going to click on this. I need the PDF URL. So here I'm going to go to step 3, iterator, and this is the URL. Let's click on this. And now the title. So I'm going to click on this. Go to step 1, and this is the title, Flipbook data. Okay, so if you wish to add subtitle, etc., you can do that. Do you want to allow downloading? I have just written as no. You can make it yes. And then if I take you down, these are not the required fields. You can always put in the information. I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that we have received the response. This is the URL of the Flipbook. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to open this in a new tab. Let's click on this. And yes, here you can see that we have received our flipbook. Isn't that fantastic? Yes. Now going back to Pabbly Connect, what do I want? I want this information to be a part of my Google Sheet. So I'm going to add another action step over here. And then here I'm going to look for Google Sheets. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to add new row. Let's click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. Let's click on add new connection, connect with Google Sheets. Here we have to choose the account and then provide the authorization. So I'm going to click on continue. And here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Now here you can see that Google Sheets is properly connected with Pabbly Connect, and here again we have to map this data. So I've already created this sheet title, Flipbook URL, the name of the sheet is Flipbook data, and this table is sheet 1. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here you can see that the spreadsheet has already been embedded. The name of the sheet is there. Now what is the title? So again I'm going to step 1. This is the title, Flipbook data. And what is the URL for this? I'm going to go to step 4, and this is the URL. Once received, let's click on Save and Send Test Request. So here we can see that we have received the response, and if I take you back to Google Sheets, yes, we have received the response over here. So I'm going to change the color over here quickly, and you can see that this is the URL and this is the title, which basically means that this entire integration process is a complete success. But we also need to check it in real time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Gmail account, and here I'm going to compose another email. This is the email address. Now the subject here is Flipbook data 2. And now I'm going to write the body. So this is the body, and now I'm going to attach a file. So let's say this time I'm going to attach ABC welding. Let's click on open and let's click on send. So as soon as this mail has been sent, what should happen? So automatically first a Flipbook should be created, and then it should become a part of my Google Sheet. So now let's go to our Google Sheet and refresh this page once. And here you can see that we have received the title and the URL. So I'm going to copy this, show this to you in a new tab, and yes, here you can see that this Flipbook has been created. So this basically means that this entire integration process is a complete success, and now we are going to quickly run through the process that we have just done so that we have a clear understanding of the same. So here our trigger application was email parser, where the event was to capture email parser. Basically here we had received an email address and we had forwarded all the emails to that address. Then we had chosen another action, which was a feature by Pabbly filter, where we had chosen if we have received the links and if the links are in a PDF file, and then only this process should continue. And here we had received an advanced response. So to segregate the response, we had chosen iterator by Pabbly. Then the action application was Heyzine, where the event was to create a Flipbook, and the final action application was Google Sheets, where the event was to add a new row. I hope that you are very much clear with this. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box of this video. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any other advice or suggestion, you can always write to us. So do not wait, just create your account with Pabbly Connect and welcome to the world of automation.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.